Let me see.
I'm gonna make you co-host. Liliana Castro. I guess I don't know all the committee member names. So if you could, we only want to admit committee people now. So if you see anybody you recognize, you can let them in.
Let me see.
I'm gonna make you co-host. How do I? Liliana Castro. I guess I don't know all the committee member names. So if you could, we only want to admit. Okay, great. I cannot handle hearing my voice.
Who is Liliana Castro? She's not part of the committee.
No, just some people, so many people will log on super early. So we'll get, because you have like close to 400 people registered. So we're going to get a lot of people coming in early. So just have to keep a lookout.
I can't hear a thing. Sorry, Green.
You can't hear me?
Well, it's super, super low.
That's weird. Can you check your volume?
Okay. The stream is working. I can see it on my website.
Okay. So I muted the YouTube channel. So
well, it's super, super low.
Still super low?
Sorry.
Weird. I've never had that problem. But the only thing I'm doing different is streaming live. So I'm wondering if that's what's causing something. Could you hear me earlier?
Yeah, earlier it was pretty loud, pretty clear.
I don't know. So I'm just going to share the link to the folder with all the background images. Is that okay? And I'm just going to put it in the chat like this, so people can just access it that way.
Okay. Let me check the other computer and get the stream going on there.
Okay.
Let me text someone to look at it on Instagram.
Is David in the committee?
What was that?
There's a David.
No. I'll admit committee members. I understand what you're asking now.
Okay.
Sorry, English as a second language. ESL 101.
Yeah, I figured that out.
No, honestly, it's not my English. It's yeah, it's not, unfortunately. Okay, so I'm gonna run to the other computer that's streaming. Could we test the audio? I'm just testing the audio for the Instagram stream.
Can you hear me now?
So yeah, testing audio loud and clear.
Definitely hear you, and I mean, people don't have to hear me today, so
Testing audio.
I can hear you.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay. Testing audio. Okay, awesome. Looks like we're good to go.
Why are you sharing the screen like this?
Sorry, thanks, Christine. I mean, sorry, Karine. God.
Okay.
Yeah, clearly I haven't slept much over the past couple of days.
So when you were sharing your screen, it was you were sharing your entire screen instead of just the browser.
Oh, instead of the Zoom window, yeah.
Yeah, so just make sure you're sharing just the browser and not your whole desktop.
Okay. Yep. Yeah, let me see. Tatiana needs to be let in.
I'll get her. I got her. I'll make her co-host too, so she can keep a lookout.
Thank you.
You're muted.
Hello.
Hello, can you hear me okay?
Yeah.
Okay. Kirill could not hear me.
Oh, Corinne, can you do you have the other screenshots we sent today?
The committee ones?
Yeah.
Are these is this one just for students?
Yeah, we were keeping the all white ones for students.
I thought that we were gonna share them with everybody.
We can. Hold on, I'll show you.
Because I was gonna put the link here in I don't know why Will's here already. I was gonna put the link in the chat like this so people could just access all of them. But if you don't, I thought so. I guess there was a change since we spoke. So which folder do you want to share with the general public? This one? Because this is the one of all the students, or did you already send it to them?
I think it's already been sent to them. I think Daniela sent them. I guess we don't have one for the general public. We can
I'll use the committee one. It's no big deal. But I don't want to share this folder if it's just for students, because then other people will use it. I thought we were going to use it for everyone, but it makes sense to just use it for students.
we can send it at the end.
I wonder if there's just one. It's okay.
I'm trying to change mine. Hold on. I can't find the image.
I was wondering why it said students. I was like, it's not going to just be students on the call.
This is an old one. I'm not sure why I can't bring up.
All right, so I'm not going to share. Hey, Will, this doesn't start until 6 o'clock.
Okay. Yeah, I'll just join if you guys need me for anything.
Fine. Just so you know. Tatiana, I made you co-host so you can keep a lookout in the waiting room to see if there's any committee members there, because I don't know all of them. So if you could keep your eye out. We have Deborah, Rachel, Jason. I'm not sure if any of those.
No.
Nope.
Yeah, I'll log off. You guys did a great job. I think this is fantastic the way you marketed it. Hopefully it'll be. I'll be on later, but I just want to say, congratulations in advance.
Thank you.
I think
Thanks
the
so much.
congratulations are too early.
Ah, all right. Well,
We'll see you tonight.
like a leg. All right, I'll see you guys in a little bit.
Thanks, Will.
I can't, Krill, I can't open my images on my iPad.
You're just immersive into iPad. Let me see. Am I supposed to have a different one, like a different Zoom background? I think so, right? But I can text them to you. Do you want that? Like,
No, I saved them on my iPad, but I can't connect it to this Zoom. Like they're not showing up in my gallery.
I don't think the background images work on iPad.
shit, that's a bit of a problem.
No, I have one. I have one already.
Oh.
See, like the one I just had, I was using
Oh,
last
yeah.
night.
I mean, worst comes to worst, you could use that one.
I know.
But what, is it, maybe it's going to your documents. Maybe you got to save the image as a document.
I just can't even connect any images right now.
I saw you this one that you had in there. Oh, maybe you got to get off the call and get back on.
Okay. There are 9 people in the waiting room. I don't know who they are, but
There's another Kirill. Are you trying to connect something else?
Why does Garrett have my name?
There's 2 other Kirills in the waiting room. There's 4 other Kirills. 5.
Yep. This is
Who are
weird.
all those people?
I have no idea.
That's really weird.
Yeah, that is
The
strange.
person with the image, do you recognize it?
Oh, I'm showing up as Kirill too. Kirill, you send me a
Because you
link.
sent everybody that link, buddy. Everyone has to.
Oh,
I was like, why did you do that?
oh,
So
that's what it is.
everyone who is signing in, I'm going to make them all sign out because or they can just rename themselves, but they're coming through through your account instead of the way that they registered, which should be in their calendar.
I can come in through mine, yeah, or I can rename myself. I just did.
It's okay. You can just rename yourself, but I got to admit all these other Kirills then. At least they're easy to find.
Well, now we know those are all the committee.
So you guys, if you guys clicked on Kirill's link to join the meeting instead of through your calendar invite or through registration, rename yourself because you're signed on through his name.
Will do. Thank you.
I see.
Yeah. Hopefully that won't screw up anything.
Do we put 2 by 8 committee in our name or no? Is that
Yeah,
too?
you should, definitely.
I have
Ryan,
a bit of an
I'm
issue.
gonna make you a co-host too, just so you have a little bit more. You can do a little bit more.
Cool.
Jason Anderson, he's a committee member. Sorry, I don't know
No.
everybody.
Jason Anderson is not.
No, he is faculty from the school.
Jason, I'm going to put you back in the waiting room. Sorry about that. We haven't started yet.
So much power.
I kick people out sometimes.
All the time.
So we have another Kirill here.
Oh, Daniela,
Can you change your
you
name?
need to change your name.
Kirill's. You're muted.
Why is my name Kirill?
Because he sent everybody his registration link.
How do I change my name?
Real slick, Kirill. Real slick.
Right click, hit rename.
Viral brand right there.
Or go to
Got it. And I need to change my background also.
Yeah, me too.
One other person here or is that Kirill? Is that your other device?
I have to.
How do we change our name? We just click on
if you go
ourselves?
up, there's the little three little dots. In the
Ah,
corner.
okay.
Yeah.
It's water.
And then Christina Howell, she's on. You're not having your video on. Are you
Yes,
guys?
I'm looking for a background.
Images. Do you guys know how to do that?
I'm doing it. Yeah, hold on.
And just so you know, we are live on YouTube right now and Instagram. So
Hi, YouTube.
Oh,
Hi,
cool.
Instagram.
I'm sure there's like
Hi.
20 million people watching us.
How many?
20 million?
Oh, wow. Cool. Thanks for joining us.
One person, and it's Kirill.
Brian,
Yeah.
I hope you've noted the parts in the script where you need to share your screen.
I saw one for the sponsors. Is there another
and
one?
then at the end, the committee.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
The credits page.
Mhm.
And also we have a panels page now as of like 30 minutes ago. If you click on panels.
Oh, wow, Krill. So much content.
So we have.
All right.
Is everyone keeping a eye out on?
I printed my script out.
Is everyone keeping a lookout in the waiting room to see if there's any?
How do you go to the waiting room easily?
I don't know.
You're not to co-host anymore. I gotta make you a co-host again.
Oh, because I signed up.
Yeah.
So do we all have to rename ourselves as 2x8 committee?
I think it's a good idea.
Where is the moment where I'm supposed to share the panel page?
At the end.
The very end. Is it after the about page?
Yeah.
Where are the virtual backgrounds? Are they on the Google
Okay.
Drive?
Under tech, screen grabs.
Thank you. Sorry.
Brian, I'm going to write down where you need to share your screen at the panels page.
Hey, Daniela.
Okay, cool. I'll check the doc. Thanks.
The student background images with them already.
Sorry?
Did you share the student background images?
Yeah.
The white ones, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm not gonna share any background images in the chat.
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah, Kirill, I decided not to share images with the guests. Is that
Understood. So we can stand apart.
So are the jurors presenting the awards, or are you guys, or are we?
they're gonna make it the jury, two of the
Okay.
jury members.
Awesome.
Did you?
How many people ended up registering?
There's almost 400.
Okay, not bad.
So I see in the script it still says juror 1, 2, and 3. Did you decide who's saying what part in the script?
No. We should change that. Sorry.
Okay, so just when they get on, just say you're juror 1 and you're juror 2, but who's going to do the last 3?
We can split that with them.
Yeah.
5 and 5.
I think, yeah, Tatiana and I were gonna at least state which
Nicholas.
I'm emailing them right now. I can tell them split 1 and
Just
2.
assign, don't say split, just say you're juror 1 and you're juror 2.
I think our jurors will have, yeah. Oh, yeah, and Corinne, for pinning the videos, are you able to pin the videos of like the speakers and do the side-by-side thing in your Zoom, since that's going to be streaming?
So no, we went over this before. It's in the recording I can make them the spotlight video.
Right.
In order, since they're going back and forth so much, I don't think it's really going to matter.
I see. But are you going to be able to have the side-by-side view option?
I am, but that's only matters for the live stream. So right now I just have it on this. I'm going to switch to speaker mode, and as soon as you share your screen, it'll be side by side. Are you going to start with the website up in the intro?
I don't think so. I think we shouldn't do that.
Okay. It'll just be Carlo to begin, then Greg, and then you'll launch. When are you going to launch the website?
So we'll introduce I think when we go with Garrett and Brian.
Question, have Paul or Mark tried to get in?
No.
Kirill, in the script, you say I'm supposed to share the partners page before we start speaking.
Perfect. Okay, that's a great time to turn it on.
Okay.
Yeah, Brian. Before, as we're announcing the sponsors, pull up that page.
Okay. Sure.
Nevada is at 84% calculated votes. Just giving you guys an update.
Wait, what?
Cool.
Nevada's at 84% calculated votes. That's all we really need.
Yep, just one last one.
They need to do it before tomorrow or we're screwed.
Why do you think, like, I think if it takes longer.
I thought Nevada said they weren't going to be till Saturday or Sunday.
I just think the longer they go, then he's just going to end up suing everybody, and then it'll just end up going to the Supreme Court
I see.
instead of a definitive decision.
I feel like it's going to take a week, at least.
I feel like they're going to go to court no matter if they win by like 30 electoral votes. It's still going to go to court.
Like even more.
Right.
Yeah.
Things are already being blocked though.
You guys are definitely the least hopeful group. You're on the same line with my husband. I have a little bit of hope.
I'm confident, very confident.
Well, that's good.
I just think it's going to take some time and be messy, but I'm confident.
Yeah.
Allie Cornelius, is she a committee member?
He is.
Wait. I sent, no, don't let him in.
Oh.
Sorry. Don't let her in.
That's
too early. I sent my link to someone else and I told him to wait. And then I said the same thing about the name.
What if the jury does one each, one by one? Would that be good?
It's like telling someone to call 911. You have to say who is saying what in the script. If you go every other one, they're going to get confused. So you need to say you're jury 1 and you're jury 2. And
but can I make it jury 1, jury 2, jury 1?
Yeah, you can rename it in the script. Just make sure that you tell them, or better, just rename the script by their name.
Okay.
If you have time.
I'm doing it right now.
All right. So when should I turn the flag on so that the server goes live?
When should you what?
Turn the website on.
Well, if it's ready, I think you can do it now.
Yeah. But then
Doesn't hurt.
Then people who are last minute registering won't be able to get the Zoom link. That's the only thing.
I mean,
Yeah, I'll just do it right at 6 then.
You can just send your Zoom link to everyone and then we'll have a million groups.
Yeah,
Don't do that. We'll get bombers.
we'll just have 1,000 Krills attend the.
Yeah.
Here's
Who,
Greg. Greg's here.
Corinne, are you, Corinne, are you, or sorry if I'm pronouncing your name.
Ooh, that's
Are
okay.
you in charge of like who's coming in and who's not in and stuff like that?
Yeah, so I am the host. Here's Greg Varabian.
Hey everybody, I'm just looking at my wonderful warm background here. Sorry.
Hi, Greg.
Hey,
Can you also? Oh, sorry.
Someone could send me that background. I can try and get it on my background right away.
Yeah, I'll put it in the chat, Greg.
Okay.
There's options.
Sure. Everybody good? This is it's a great event. Congrats to you guys that did it. So.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks.
Thank you.
Thanks.
But Garrett, I am the host, but Tatiana and Brian and Carell are also co-hosts, so we're all keeping an eye on the room. But I'll be disabling the weight room right at 6 o'clock.
Got it. Just wondering. We had some issues with Zoom bombing last spring, and it was pretty bad.
Oh, really?
I wish I knew how to kick people out. Yeah, I didn't know how to kick people out.
This is the first time where we're doing live streaming and stuff. So I will keep an, I mean, I don't have anything to do tonight, so that'll be my main job. But we've been really lucky with all of our events, but who knows with these students.
It's honestly the issue we had, because we gave Zoom link to 150 students, and they, I don't know, posted it on TikTok or something. I don't know, but
that's why we required registration as well.
Yeah.
So it'll be the most entertaining Zoom we've had all year. So that's.
Never know what you'll get.
Repeatedly, like Carell's. I'm not gonna let in any more Carell's. Let's put it that way. That's a good call.
It was also weird.
I disable the waiting room. So you think maybe I shouldn't disable the waiting room? I should just manage it. I can do that. That's fine.
Well, I think the issue is you're not going to know all the names of people coming in. So
I'm not, but if I see names repeated.
Or something that seems super like strange, like underscore dash like something really crazy.
Yeah, I guess I'll do that tonight. That's fine. It'll keep me busy.
Well, we could maybe even just leave it open for like 10 minutes, and then enable it again, like at 6, let everyone in. I don't know.
Yeah, so do bombers usually come in the middle? What do you think?
Or they camp and they just sit there and they're silent.
No idea. No, they can be like they can make their background porn and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It can be like really.
Yeah. So.
Are you able to mute everybody?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So that's a big one, because a lot of the disruption is sound.
Yeah. I mean, we've had up to 500 people. No problems.
That's a lot. Yeah.
But I haven't had almost 500 students.
Yeah, students.
I'm about to turn the Instagram live on. I was wondering if Allie, if you could let me know if it works. Should be broadcasting. Is it broadcasting?
Yes. I can see. Oh, you can't see my phone.
Awesome.
So we're still waiting on Paul and Mark.
Could you let me know if you can hear?
Actually, it keeps kicking me out.
It's kicking you out?
And I'm seeing the previous task.
I'm getting a buffer still.
Weird.
Can I do a test screen share?
Yeah, try.
Yeah, we tested this.
We're having trouble loading this live video. Please try again later.
All right.
This is from Instagram or?
It's still loading.
Yes.
Yeah, mine is loading also.
Check the YouTube. Have you guys checked the YouTube page?
Let me see that. We're having trouble loading this live video. Try again later. Same thing. YouTube.
Really? I see it live on my side.
But are you able to see the live story? Mine's just black.
Mine's live.
The YouTube or the Instagram?
YouTube.
Oh yeah, we're talking Instagram isn't working.
I was asking if it was YouTube.
What is the YouTube page?
What?
What is the YouTube page?
Here, I'll put it in the chat.
Thank you.
Hopefully this is the right link.
I think we're good. I think we're good.
Yeah, I see the YouTube as well.
I see YouTube too.
And the
Yeah, YouTube is fine.
So it's gonna be pretty cool.
So Greg and Carla, just so you guys know, this is getting live streamed on YouTube and Instagram. And is there one?
How do you get to Instagram? I'm on the ACLA 2x8.
If you go to your homepage, you should see the live videos first come up.
Well, Instagram is working for me now.
Sweet. Awesome.
Yes, Instagram is working for me as well.
I have the wrong keys in there. All right.
Tatiana, any idea when the jury members are going to join?
We'll probably just join at 6.
Hey, Carla or Tatiana, could anybody send me quickly a background? I never
I
received
have it
any.
right here in the chat. I'll send it to you.
Perfect, thank you.
Oh, yeah, there.
Ibby, do you want a background too?
Oh, Tiffany's on.
She said yes.
Hi, Tiffany.
Was Ismar a did he help the committee?
Yeah, let's let him in. Why not?
I think
It's like the
Good
night.
friend.
Yeah. Make sure he has an image. He wants one.
So Paul's in. I'll let the jury in.
Oh, he's here?
Yep, Paul's in.
I don't see it. It's not popping up for me. Am I still a host?
Are you still?
Hey, hi everybody.
So,
Hey, Ismar.
Hello.
Hey, congratulations.
Hi, Paul.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're still the co-host. It's at the top.
Oh,
Paul,
so
are you all set? Hey, Paul, do you want a background image like us?
yeah.
I'm going to put it in the chat. You can access the background image from the chat.
Sorry, I just realized I was on mute.
Mark is waiting to get in also.
where's Mark?
You just press admit if you see him.
That's the thing. It's not popping up for me.
Mark.
Mark.
I'll try to search.
It's Marco or Mark?
Mark McQuaid.
He's not there.
Yeah.
Is he under a different name? Did you send him your link?
I did.
Oh, so
Hi. I saw another Tatiana.
Or Mark, could you please rename your your name? You're Tatiana right now.
Hi, Mark. Yeah, just rename. So you're not me. And then we have backgrounds in the chat if you'd like to use one.
I'll put it in it. So just so you guys know, whenever you put anything in the chat, it's only people who were on see it repeatedly. People who are just joining never see the old chat.
Oh, cool. That's awesome.
Yeah.
So how many people are we expecting tonight?
So almost 400 people have registered.
Nice.
Yeah.
So we're currently live on Instagram, right? People are watching.
Yeah.
Yeah. People can
YouTube
hear
is
us.
YouTube is streaming too, but it's got a delay of about 10
Yeah.
seconds or 15 seconds.
Oh, are you the second person watching?
Oh, sorry.
I was the first one.
Okay, I was like, who's the other person?
It's just one less step. Yeah.
I take it I should be doing this virtual background. I'm the only one without it.
Yeah.
What's the?
If you go to the chat, I put it in there after you joined.
Gotcha.
And you still have a Tatiana name. You might want to change that.
Mark, you have my name because it was my invite, but change your name if you can.
Yeah, like I had no idea that the Zoom links worked like that. For anything like that.
That's okay. It really helps when we have like large events where we need to report attendance, so we can actually see how many minutes you're on and stuff. But for this, it doesn't matter as much.
Hey, Carlo, I think I can remember the first 2x8 in 2003. I think I was on that committee.
Yeah, you were. You've been in every committee.
So we have 3 minutes. I just want to make sure, Paul and Mark, are you guys in the clear? You have the script in front of you. You guys understand which parts you're saying?
Yes.
I don't have the script in front of me, but I did read through it.
I renamed it, Mark, so that it alternates between you and Paul. Paul will start, and then you'll take the second student, and then he'll take the third. He'll take the fourth.
Sounds good.
Okay.
I mean, I basically before this just looked through and made some notes on each one. So as long as I'm not supposed to be reading something, is there something specific I'm supposed to be reading from the script, or can I ad lib on what our feelings are on the project?
You're supposed to be
reading from the script.
Well, you're supposed to be talking about the project, yeah.
No, talking about the project, I feel confident in. I'm not worried about that, but I don't feel comfortable reading from the script about the project because those are not my notes about the project.
Yeah. That's totally fine, as long as you mention the award that they're receiving.
Okay, so let me pull up the script and I'll make sure I do that.
Yeah, just so you guys are clear who's saying what.
Worst come to worst, Tatiana Kirill just step in basically and remind everybody about the award.
Thank you. Yeah, that would be perfect.
We can just we keep it casual. It's okay.
So the one thing I'm a little bit not sure of is, are we describing the decision to award 10 people instead of 3 this year? Or is
Yes,
that something? Okay.
So in the beginning before you start handing off the awards, there's like a little blurb where you can talk about why we just.
Stop. We're live. So just remember.
Just smile.
I was just like, wait. Okay, you have 1 minute. I'm sorry, can you just message him? That would be great. I don't think anybody caught it, but just in case, we are live. It's 5:59. I am going to admit all, and I'm actually going to manage the waiting room to make sure we don't have anybody bombing this tonight, because we have a bunch of students, and I was warned that we should just be a little bit more careful. So is everybody ready? Mute yourself if you're not up first. I'm going to be muting myself now. All right, break a leg, everybody. Great work.
All right, thank you.
Anything?
Okay, we're letting everybody in. And as you guys come in, welcome. Thank you very much for joining us this evening. Welcome to the 2020 2x8 DOMUM Digital Student Show. My name is Carlo Caccavale. I am the AIA Los Angeles Executive Director. And before we get started, I just wanted to go over a few items. First of all, this is a Zoom meeting, although we are live on Instagram and YouTube as well. So please make sure you remain muted, but keep your cameras on, and feel free to use the chat to network, to congratulate the winners, to talk among yourselves, and also to give us your comments. Second, this event, as I mentioned before, actually is being recorded and is streaming live on the AIA Los Angeles YouTube channel and on the 2x8 Instagram account. Third, if you lose the connection, just get back in. I also want to add that I have personally been part of the 2x8 committee for 17 years. And this event, which provides students of architecture with a public venue to showcase their talent and an opportunity to receive scholarships, is definitely one of the highlights on my work at the AIA Los Angeles chapter. I've been working with a great committee. Kudos to all of you who were able to pivot. This year, we were supposed to have an in-person real exhibition, but this is going to be just as fantastic. And now to get this ceremony started, I would like to introduce AIA Los Angeles President and Principal at HKS, Greg Verabian.
Thank you, Carlo, and greetings, everyone. I want to someone said go Dodgers, and I'll go with you on that one, Ed, because since AIA Design Awards were pre-recorded, we didn't get a chance to really salute those guys. So back at you there. Greetings, everyone. Yes, Carlos said, I am Greg Verabian, the 2020 AIA Los Angeles president, and it's my pleasure to be here tonight to open the 2020 2x8 DOMUM exhibition, as well as the announcement of the winners of the student competition and scholarship program. It is very important for the AIA LA to support you. You're the future of architecture in our city, and we look for you for new ideas, techniques, and attitude to add to this beautiful profession. Because of that, 2x8 is an institution within AIA LA programming. It literally began in 2003, and I was actually on the committee in 2003 as well with Carlo. And over time, the program has grown from 8 competing institutions to 16. That growth, the opportunity to recognize and provide opportunities to a wider span of students, is incredibly important to us. This year, in particular, we have learned from you firsthand how COVID-19 disrupted your education, changing the format of studios and challenged even the most basic necessities, such as a quieter place to design, enough bandwidth to present your work or build a model, or frankly, just the place to live. That's one of the reasons we are so grateful to the 2x8 committee, led by Tatiana Sarkisian and Kirill Volchansky, for the enormous effort and ingenuity that they put into staging the exhibition this year. We cannot be together in person, but the exhibition you're about to wander through is exciting, dynamic, and revelatory. As is our annual physical exhibitions, it provides a lively backdrop in which to view terrific work of talented young architects and future talented young architects. I'll leave it at that. This year, 2x8 is called DOMUM, the Latin word for house and home. This exhibition, in fact, offers students response to another plague affecting our times, which is the housing crisis. The 2x8 committee has scheduled a series of events that further explore this crisis beyond the solutions submitted by the students in the exhibit. Tatiana and Kirill will further provide information about this exciting series. Finally, I'm glad to say that the 2x8 committee and AIA LA staff were able to jointly raise over $30,000. Yes, this year, over $30,000 which will be given out in scholarships tonight to a few talented students within this exhibition. I commend the fantastic work of this committee and the talent of the students. Tatiana and Kirill, take it from here to you all. Enjoy this splendid exhibition and this time together. Thank you.
Thank you, Greg. And hi, everyone. Welcome. Thank you for joining us. The 2x8 program has really raised the bar during the pandemic. We've doubled our scholarship awards, like Greg mentioned, to $30,000. We've recruited new committee members. We've reached an audience across the entire country. Thank you to Zoom for that. And we've even had new institutions participate, totaling to 16 schools this year. Now, before I start, can everyone chat where they're from, where they're tuning in from? We want to keep this, pretty interactive. Our opening ceremonies are usually held in person, and we invite everyone in our community to network, engage with each other, speak about the student work. And so please don't be shy. Let's pretend that this is an actual physical exhibition. I see you chatting in. Thank you. Also, one good thing about this is if you have any questions, we'll try to monitor the chat as best as we can and answer it towards the end. So yeah. So 2x8 actually comes from our very first show that Greg mentioned was in 2002. It honored 2 students from 8 architecture and design schools, 2x8. And we've just stuck with that name ever since. I feel like we say 2x8, 2x8, and no one really knows what that means, but that's where that comes from. That was pretty catchy. And so this year we've gone completely virtual. This is literally the first time we've ever done this, and we're really excited to present this new platform to you guys. We are gonna present 16 exemplary students from these students across all of California. They come from all programs, community colleges, 5-year institutions, extension schools. We really try to level this playing field so we don't judge based on where they're coming from. It's really about the student work. And I think with this virtual platform, we got to even further that for more schools to participate. So there was no traveling involved. It's easier to get on Zoom. And so we, wanna celebrate this diversity between theories within schools, and we usually form it around a theme, a central theme that we're focusing on that year.
And this year's central theme for the exhibition is the dialogue surrounding housing in Los Angeles and other urban areas across the country and the world. This theme for us is very timely. Housing is affected by the pandemic, and as we peruse the student work, it's always refreshing to see students address typologies. In some cases, the projects really reconceptualize our understanding of habitation and the interpersonal relationships formed by the spaces in which we live. Cities across the world are working, of course, to address the housing shortage. And so we as a community of architects are always looking to the students for innovative solutions and new directions. So as part of this exhibition, students were asked to submit presentation materials and 3D models that respond to this theme with innovative solutions. All of these student projects are integrated into a virtual immersive experience, which we built, that allow people equal opportunity to access this experience. So from around the world, I'm looking at the chat and I can't believe that, we have people from Asia, from Europe, from Italy, and that's really fantastic. So as part of the student deliverables, we collected student background interviews, their narratives, their outlooks for the future, and all of this made a body of work and our unique situation this year with the pandemic allowed us the opportunity to engage, I think, at a more intimate level with each student as we review their work.
I'll take it back just a step to explain kind of how this happened. Usually what we do is we scout a location, usually in LA, or last year was Santa Monica, but within that region, and we try to look for a space where we can present the student work and create this lively opening ceremony that we keep talking about. This year was supposed to be in line with the AIA National Conference, which was going to be hosted in Los Angeles, which would give us the ability to showcase our student works to a way much larger audience. They cap at maybe 20,000 extra people, so we were really hoping to provide that visibility for our students. We looked for a space in downtown LA that could hold, hundreds of people, more than we had before. And we found a beautiful Art Deco building called the Trust Building in the historic core of downtown LA. And we built that relationship with the owners. But as you know, once the pandemic hit, all those public events got shut down, and we had to reconceptualize how we were gonna present the student work, honor them and uphold their values rather than, and keep the same engagement that we have in the past. And how do you do that? How do you present student work and engage with and provide this platform for them? So you're about to see how we did that.
Yeah, and I mean, as a consequence, this year the design of the exhibit wasn't really as much dictated by a budget that we usually set aside for buying materials, or the square footage of the great space that we had downtown. Instead, the drivers became really it became about the technology and the real constraints of what our volunteer team could conceive and could also realize in code to actually build the virtual exhibit. So as a result, the exhibition stopped being tethered to a physical space, but it was instead constrained by our bandwidth and our capabilities. So prior to the pandemic, we held a design competition open to California faculty of architectural schools. And so our winner, Garrett Ammerman, was then consequently tasked with transitioning his design into a virtual design that also speaks to the theme this year. So before we move on, we wanted to take a brief minute to thank all of our generous sponsors for allowing us the opportunity to award over $30,000 tonight. We could not have made this possible without the participation of our sponsors.
Yes, so thank you to our technology sponsor, DLR Group, our platinum sponsor, Montalba Architects, our silver sponsors, CPO, Halloran Associates, Steinberg Hark, Star Architecture, HMC, KFA, Clay Holden Architects. This literally could not have happened without you guys. We thought, we would have to dial back on the awards we were giving, but really we doubled it thanks to you and the schools.
Yep, and of course we have HKS, California Lighting Sales, Allegion, SCI Lighting, Papco, Co-Architects, Design Bitches, BIM, Smith, Ceramic Technics, also Fusco, Vertical, Waveguide, and a huge thank you to ArcConnect and Bustler for partnering with us this year for our media outreach, and also of course to ARC Document Solutions for our printing needs. Thank you so much.
We actually did send out a few hand prints to our schools, so hopefully they found some purpose in that. Now we'd like to hand it off to our exhibition designer, Garrett Emmerman, and our developer, Brian Jang, to say a few words about the process and give you a tour of the virtual exhibition. Hopefully you'll get some tips on how to access this at home.
Thank you, Tatiana and Kirill. I want to talk a minute about the design of the exhibition, of the virtual exhibition, then I'll hand it over to Brian. In a virtual exhibition design, you know, there's no site to reference from. There are much less constraints than in a physical space. Our approach to creating this virtual world was to strike a balance between exploring completely new ways of navigating exhibition digitally and maintaining a focus on what we're all really here for, you know, the review and learn about the students' work. The exhibition offers a gallery experience within a field of equally accessible student pods, as we call them, that are distributed by graphic scaffolding. Each pod is a slightly different formal characteristic from the other. The exhibition is both aesthetically specific, yet hierarchically indeterminate. Typography and materials within the virtual space coalesce through an exaggerated perspective. Each pod has one student's project in it. It's displayed at the back of each pod. There's a distinct orientation to the navigation of the overall exhibit, and the camera will always keep you facing in the correct direction between different zoom levels and between individual student pods while viewing their work. If you have any more questions on the design, we can address those and talk later about them in the chat. Brian?
Oh, thanks, Garrett. Sorry. This year, yeah, obviously gave us you know, very unique design restrictions, and I feel like everyone has said, we truly tried to embrace these to the best of our ability, and I feel like it's definitely created a unique sort of platform that we have here. You know, oftentimes experiences are developed on both, gallery websites as well as game engine experiences, but this unique platform this year, DOMUM, actually enmeshes the two like really tightly. Here, yeah, exploration in the game field both updates hosted content on the website, and as well as tapping buttons and filters on the website also helps you navigate and move through the space. So truly, yeah, as someone who's worked in Unity extensively and for various experiences, this is like a really unique application of the game engine technology, as well as a way to showcase student work in a unique spatial manner that's both accessible and like sort of democratic, given circumstances. So just a quick overview of the site before we start the words. So yeah, basically, it will take a little bit while to load, but once it's loaded, you should enter this main screen. The input is pretty simple, just mouse click or tap given your platform. You can click once to zoom in into this intermediary level, and like Garrett said, from here you can browse and view different pods that contain a student project in each one. And then when you have hovered over a pod, you can click in and you will enter the pod. And you can click and hold to sort of look around when you're inside the pod. So this kind of simulates the sort of exhibit experience. And also, if you click out and scroll down, you can view the content of the given student project. There's a lot of content here, both from boards, student statements, as well as videos. And anytime you click within this virtual space, the website will update its content. So in order to back out, you just click the central button here. And then if you want to back out even further to sort of the highest level of the exhibit, click it again, and you'll get the full view. And from here, just click in again and click and hold, and you can sort of browse around and select whichever sort of exhibit you would want. Additionally, on this website, we feature several different filters you can use to sort of filter the projects by topics you're interested in. So if, for example, if you're interested in contextual projects, they'll be highlighted here in blue, and you can sort of navigate around to check out the one that sparks your interest within this given category. If at any moment you just want to return back to normal, you can press all, and it'll return you back to the normal state of the project. Also, there is some mild audio just to sort of like help with the immersion, make it feel like you're actually at a place. You can always turn that on here or turn that off. Additionally, if you find sort of navigating in this Unity space a bit difficult, you can always go inside a pod and then click next to view the next project in the sequence, or previous to go back. And of course, the website will update and show you the content. Yeah, and that's about it. I think after we've gone through the awards, I can also go into some details about any difficulties or tricks to sort of navigating the space.
Great. Thanks, Brian. So yeah, if you feel some of the pods are complicated, as soon as you scroll, you get them like as you would see it on a website. And I think that distinction between the two is what we're really pushing for this year. It's not just another website to view student work. It's very interactive, and that's usually how we like to do our exhibitions. So thank you, Brian and Garrett. Now to the part where we're all waiting for. I'm happy to announce our 2020 2x8 jury. We had Jennifer Bonner, an associate professor and co-director of the Master in Architecture 2 program at Harvard University Graduate School of Design. We had Mark McQuaid, associate principal at Ajayi Associates, and Paul Petrunia, who is the founder and director of ArcConnect. So how this works, we all kind of got together and they had discussions about the student work, and actually Mark is from the East Coast, and so we were able to, and Jennifer is from another state on the West Coast, but usually we're only, the only jury that's available to us is in LA, so we're really excited to branch out this year and get the opinions of others. Unfortunately, Jennifer could not make it for this Zoom call, but her thoughts have been provided, and I'll just turn it to Mark and Paul to announce our winners.
All right, thanks Tatiana and everyone else at AIALA. This was a really amazing selection of projects that we reviewed this year, and considering the great diversity of submissions representing students from a variety of different levels, ranging from relatively new students to graduating students, we decided to extend the large award money that we had to work with this year to provide 10 prizes. That's consisting of 3 outstanding projects under the DOMUM title and 7 projects that exhibited hard work, thorough research, and smart execution, titled Locus Prizes. Mark, do you have anything to say before we get started with announcing the winners?
Not at all. Well said. It was great to go through, and the selection was amazing. So it was fantastic to see, and I think we'll provide some of our thoughts on each project as we walk through. But yeah, I really agree with your comments. It was great to see, and I think Tatiana, as you said, it was obviously all of this is very kind of LA West Coast focused, but it was great to be able to connect, in this way, given the time that we're in, and sort of expand ideas. So it was a privilege.
All right, so let's get started. We're starting with the 7 Locus Prizes. Each one is a $2,200 scholarship. First scholarship goes to Black Beacon Spire by Daniel Silva from East LA College. So in this project, Daniel created a beautifully illustrated storyboard portraying how his design acts as both a gateway and a beacon for the city. He grouped programs together and analyzed the context. The project focused on bringing the community together in a really innovative way.
Daniel, do you want to unmute yourself and say anything? Are you on the call?
Yeah, I'm sorry, I unmuted myself. Hi everyone. Yeah, I'd like to thank Michael Hamner and Greg Katchoff as my advisors this year. They really, I remember for this project, just like asking a lot of questions for Greg and Hamner, and I wasn't really sure where I was gonna stand with architecture this year because of the whole COVID situation. But I'm really happy that I had those two as my mentors to, guide me through that process. And for next year, hopefully, transferring to, SC or the schools of my choice. But yeah, thank you guys.
Thank you for participating.
Great, congratulations. So the second $2,200 scholarship goes to Inside the Kaaba, an exploration of admittance by, and apologies in advance if I'm getting your name slightly wrong, but Aitar Alsiak from Woodbury University Interiors Group. So this one was one that we all three of us really enjoyed, and it was a concept using AR, and especially given the current time, this is in the Building Museum in DC, a space I know, and I think many of us have probably been into. And it's just one of these projects where, I'd like to see realized. I think we were all like, this is this is one we all enjoyed talking through and just loved. And it allowed, especially given the current COVID time, it used AR to sort of really break down barriers. And I think, as was described, an exploration of admittance, it's a project that allowed it exhibit a place in the world that is typically inadmissible. And so given the current situation, that seemed like a really beautiful thought and a wonderful space to do it in a really clever and thoughtful way to go about in the project and how it was portrayed. So we really enjoyed it.
Athar, are you on the line? No? Maybe not. Okay. Well, thank you, Athar, for participating. We can move on to the next one.
All right, so the third $2,200 scholarship goes to Partially Similar. Lineaments by Esnika Eme, and apologies for the mispronunciation if I didn't pronounce that correctly. And that student is from Woodbury University. And in Jennifer's absence, I will read some comments from her. This project was beautifully conceived and drawn. The last drawing is of particular interest because of the dynamic quality as a hybrid drawing. Shadow, line work, form, poche, circulation, it's all stunning. Jennifer looks forward to following this person's work in the very near future.
Esnika, are you on the line?
Yeah. Hi.
Hi. Congratulations.
Thank you. I'd just like to thank my advisor for the semester, Mark Erickson, because we did learn how to use the Grasshopper software that semester, and it was like a tough process, and I'm glad my work turned out the way it did.
Great. Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Great. The fourth $2,200 scholarship goes to a project called Urban Micro Units. This is by a partnership, Jong Oh and Daniel Yu from SciArc. And, this one, as the graphics come up, you'll see there's a real joy of complexity here that I think we just love. From the graphics to the kind of rigor. It's a project that I think at surface level reads sort of one way, and then as we got into the unit layouts and other forms of representation, even the kind of 3D physical model. It sort of, every drawing revealed a different thing. You can even see here on the left, almost like a mechanical complexity. And I think we all got the sense that there was actually a rigor to it and a joy of kind of looking through the complexity that revealed new things in new spaces. That was really great. And I think also the added complexity of, you know, partnerships are not easy, especially at student level or beyond. And it seemed like this was a really fruitful and productive collaboration. So it was great to see.
Andrew and Daniel, are you on the line?
I'm here.
I saw
Oh
your
my
chat.
God. Thank you so much. Wow, I got chills all over my body. Wow, I don't know what to say. I greatly appreciate this opportunity, having my work exhibited in this virtual space and having a conversation with all the architects out there. And I just want to say thank you to my partner and my instructor, Ramiro, Diaz, Fernando's, Sayak. We had a fantastic semester together. We worked together, having so much fun. Yeah, it was a great time for everybody. The partnership wasn't very hard. We had a great time together. Though my partner missed his girlfriend's birthday party. So that's one of the sacrifices. But overall, it was fantastic. Thank you, guys. Thank you.
Hopefully his girlfriend will understand now that it was worth it.
She was so mad at me.
I want to mention, if you guys see while Brian's scrolling, you might see a video. One of the benefits to this year was we got to ask the students to provide an abundance of work in addition to their actual studio project. And one of it was they answered all of these questions on video. And if you go on the website, you could hear it all, which I think is pretty special to have this as an archive for themselves. And I see you guys in the chat. Thank you for participating. You know, I think all the winners appreciate your comments, so let's keep that up.
Thanks again.
Okay, so we have 3 more scholarships to go at the scholarship level. 5th scholarship that we're presenting tonight goes to Interpose by Josh Hagg from Otis. We were really excited to review this adaptive reuse project. It's a modular project imposing a very different type of aesthetic and structural system into an existing structure. It's a very timely project given the modularity. And yeah, it was a really, really unique design, well presented. Congratulations, Josh.
Josh, are you on the line?
Yes, thank you so much, everyone. I'd like to thank Luciana and Richard for really just helping me push the boundaries and really thinking outside the box and just questioning, you know, our normalcy in life. So thank you.
Great work.
Yeah, it's a great project, really, and it pushes kind of the traditional boundaries of adaptive reuse. Huge congratulations.
Thank you very much.
So the 6th scholarship goes to Rethink Housing, Nurture Community Project by Selena Gottlober from Pasadena City College. And, you know, as you can see, as we've been going through these different awards, there's such a range of scales and work here, which was, you know, it made it a challenge, but also made it really interesting to talk about all these different projects. And this one I think we loved because it's at a slightly smaller scale than some of the other things we've seen. And it really was just about this kind of smaller scale project about creating an amazing home with light and air. So, you know, and also dealing with kind of the tenants there and co-living and thinking about the relationships. And there was something I think really beautiful about that scale, about that exercise in school, given all the stuff that's going on with COVID and where we are and how much space we're spending indoors or not and in our homes. And I think we all felt that this project really explored that in a really honest and beautiful way. It was great to see.
Selena, are you on the line?
Hello, yes, I'm here. Oh my God, thank you guys so much. I'm totally overwhelmed and I'm shaking so much too. Yeah, I want to thank you guys a lot for the opportunity. It's been really, really great. And even though it's been such a hard year for all of us, I don't know, that makes it all even more worth it. And yeah, I definitely want to thank my school and especially my instructor Liliana for the opportunity to be part of this. Thank you guys so much.
Thank you. And just from her response, I think if everyone, the next few winners, if you want to explain kind of what was the hardest thing you went through from the switch to working from home, I think that would be pretty interesting, and how that was implemented in your design, if it was at all. Feel free to share a story about it. Congratulations, Selena.
Congratulations. All right, so the final and seventh $2,200 scholarship goes to Swivilian by Stephen Curtis from East Los Angeles College. This project has a strong relationship between the facade, form, and structure. Stephen referenced ancestral heritage to derive the form into a compelling design that incorporates the cultural communities of the neighborhood. I really appreciated the investigations into ancestral imagery in the project. I thought it was it's a really fascinating exploration in how to bridge communities, and feels very timely considering our political situation right now.
Stephen, are you on the line?
Yes, I'm here. Thank you. Much appreciated. I just want to thank Greg Ketchoff and Michael Hamner for really pushing me that semester to kind of go above and beyond. And I think for me, probably one of the most difficult parts of this project was really kind of connecting art with my architecture practice. And anyone who knows me will know that like art and art history is like it's on the same level as my love for architecture. So thank you.
Thank you for sharing that. Yeah, congratulations. I think.
Oh, go ahead, Tatiana. Sorry.
I think that was the last of our our locust projects. So let's all give a round of applause. You can unmute yourselves and give our locust winners a round of applause.
Right. Great work. Great work.
Yes.
Congratulations, everyone.
I hope this is something similar to being in the same space together. We can pretend. And thank you everyone for participating still. But yeah, let's move on to the DOMUM Awards.
Great. So next we have three $5,000 scholarships to three different projects. So I think as we were looking through them, these three obviously really stuck out to us. Then I think as you look at the graphics, as you look at the program, and hopefully later you do a deep dive into the amazing website and see some of these, but I think it's evident why. So the first one is presented by our technology sponsor DLR, and it goes to Street Tectonics by Athena Lim from Cal Poly Pomona. So this project was inspiring because it was really, for me, the kind of perfect multi-punch of an amazing program, very thoughtful on multiple levels, graphically stunning and thoughtful, and architecturally, spatially really interesting. So this is, sort of taking the homeless tent as the modern day primitive hut. And really the program is looking at Skid Row in LA and homeless issues, which are obviously extremely important. And I think not just looking at them at a surface level, but looking at them on multiple levels. And I think the architecture really spoke to that and found richness in that. So it's not just housing, it has social service facilities. I really loved the fact that there's sort of a ceramics manufacturing facility worked in. It seemed to be both architecturally, you can see here graphically, you know, plans, visuals on the 3D, spatially, but also programmatically, you know, I think the real understanding that it's not enough to go to housing and sort of house people, but also provide social services, but also provide training to get to the next level, to move beyond that, to give people a community. And this project kind of did that in spades. So really inspiring, and congratulations.
Athena, are you on the line?
Yes, I'm on the line, and I want to thank everybody so much for this opportunity. Sarah, I know you're watching right now. You're amazing. The CPP fam, you guys are amazing. I know all of my senior project crew is out here watching this. So yeah, the switch from having to go from the physical studio to having to hop on Zoom for your senior project was extremely tough. And we're very studio based, and I'm very touched, and I'm very like, I'm honored. So thank you guys. Appreciate it.
We're excited for you too. Congrats.
Huge congratulations.
All right, so our second $5,000 scholarship presented by our platinum sponsor, Montalba Architects, goes to Joy Cluster by, and I have to apologize in advance for probably mispronouncing the name, Nadkachai Konkajornsidak from Cal Poly San Luis Obispo. And Jennifer Bonner, who was unable to join us tonight, left some comments that I will read for you about this project. This project stood out to me because it reminded me of Tim Smith's original 5/1 housing blocks that first originated in Los Angeles. The student doesn't reference this housing type, but I see it as a visual link. By creating a series of spaces that meander through public and private, Nadthachai used these modular units to break down the concept of a monolith and create unique aggregates that address an entire housing block. We were really impressed by this project. I mean, I immediately saw the reference to Habitat 67 in Montreal, but we were really impressed at how the students really pushed that typology and explored the project with such rigor. It's a really complex project that shows a tremendous amount of work and thought that went into it.
And I'm sorry if I butcher this, but Nadthachai, are you on the line?
Yeah, I am. And both of you guys pronounce it like quite amazingly, so you guys nailed it.
Congratulations.
Oh, no, thank you so much. And wow, I'm super overwhelmed. I would like to thank Stephen Phillips, our coordinator for the Cal Poly ACLA Metro program. It was amazing opportunity, and I could not have this project without his guidance, as well as all the people who was in the program as well. I think that was also one of the most challenging part of this, working during last spring quarter, which is that we have to transition from studio to kind of home working. And what I missed the most was just the studio environment and how people interact with each other. But everyone in our studio just kind of kept in touch with each other, and we encouraged each other even during our reviews. So that was a really nice moment. And yeah, I would like to thank everyone else who made an impact in my life. But yeah, thank you.
Thank you. Congratulations. It is a beautiful project. And lastly, I think we have one more project left.
We do. So the final scholarship of the evening, $5,000, is sponsored by the AIA National, goes to Many Villages Sometimes by Violetta Smart from Cal Poly. So
sorry, I think we're having some technical difficulties. We had to restart our platform, but I think
no worries.
Again.
There we go.
Okay.
So this is another one where, again, I think the graphics and you know, at the surface level wowed us. And then as we, you know, as you do as a jury member, you start to dive in and say like, well, is the substance there? And, you know, it really is. It's one of these ones, look at these stunning drawings where I think as we kind of went in, it really was an interesting brief and concept in that it was both these very idiosyncratic spaces, you know, which sometimes happens in projects, but sometimes that happens at the expense of the kind of whole. And on this one, I think some of the success was that you had these idiosyncratic spaces and individual, you know, particular moments, but then they were also thoughtful and able to kind of come back out and make something also really interesting work at the larger scale. And I think the drawings really explored both of those scales. And in here, this section is a great example of sort of the different units, the different spaces, but then some really quirky, beautiful, you know, spatially interesting architectural moments, which was awesome to see. So congratulations, lots of really great work and great storytelling in terms of, you know, I think all three of these projects really had graphics and drawings where each drawing was kind of revealing something new and not repetitive and was telling the story in a different way, which was so wonderful to see.
Violetta, are you on the line?
Yes, thank you so much. I really don't know what to say. I'm like really feeling this. This is such an honor, and I so much appreciate this opportunity. This was like a super challenging studio. We're like living in downtown LA, and just like the transition to doing online just like I think took a toll on everyone's mental health. And we just like supported each other, and our professors were amazing. So yeah, I just really want to thank you all for this opportunity, and yeah, thank you so much.
Congratulations. I think we can all unmute again and congratulate.
Good work, everybody. Very nice.
Great job.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Fantastic work. Great job, you guys.
I also want to congratulate everyone else exhibited in this exhibition. The work is incredibly inspiring. I've been like checking the Instagram every day and really blown away by everyone's work. So yeah, congrats.
Yeah, congratulations.
Yeah, huge congrats to all, all the participants and all of the different institutions, and of course working with us to curate for this program, and of course to all the students for their amazing work.
And a special thank you to our jurors. You know, we took a lot of your time, but I hope you had some fun. And I mean, it was a pleasure meeting you guys via Zoom. And hearing your thoughts around all these projects. I think it was really inspiring for me, and I can only imagine how much it impacted the students. So thank you so much for participating as jurors.
Thank you for having us. So great, really, really fun.
It was my pleasure, and it was really exciting to see such amazing work coming out of this next generation of architects. I think we've got a pretty bright future in this industry.
I agree.
This is Yanda. I was on the committee last year, and this is my, of course, introduction to what you guys have put together this year, and it is fantastic. Thank you guys. Huge congrats to Brian and Kirill for coding this thing all together, and it looks fantastic. Congratulations.
Thank you, Yanda.
Thanks, Yanda. So with each iteration of this exhibition, we're given the opportunity to build on the previous year's experience and really expand on what's possible with our 2x8 platform and what the program can offer. While this Zoom could in no way compare to meeting in person and having that human connection, I think an online presence can really supplement our efforts in supporting students and their path towards their professional careers. This year, as I mentioned before, we were able to reach out of our networks with a diverse group of panels, jurors, audience. I haven't looked at exactly the entire chat, but I promise I will read it all. I'm really excited to see how far we got.
Yep. Yeah, and we'd also just like to take the time to thank you all for coming tonight and for helping us celebrate architectural education, and of course this would not be possible without all of the different components of the program, without the sponsorships, of course without the schools, but also our media partners, and our committee members. So we'd like to do the credits now. Of course, many thanks to Garrett Ammerman for taking upon himself this difficult task of reconceptualizing the winning proposal for this exhibition. Huge thanks to Brian for the ridiculous amounts of hours that Brian put into this as the lead in the development and the user experience for the platform. And huge thanks to Tatiana for everything. Of course, we worked together as co-chairs this year to organize this and put all the pieces together. We had amazing support from our vice chairs, from Ali and from Chuck. Huge thanks to Ali for doing lots of the graphics. This year, I think all of the graphics actually. And huge thank you to Chuck for doing a phenomenal job organizing the subsequent discussion panels and events that are part of the exhibit. Thank you so much to Christina Howell, Adam Ballard, Alex Gordon, and Sarah Zavala for doing the media for us and really putting us on the map this year. Of course, this could not be complete without the sponsorships, and thank you so much to Adam Ballard for leading that, and Thomas Wen and Christian Estrada for supporting Adam in that. Of course, our events organized by Chuck with lots of help from Luciana. And also, I mean, it would be great perhaps if each one of you guys wants to jump in and kind of introduce yourselves while we have this moment as we're going through everybody. Perhaps we actually let's start from the top. Let's get Ali and Chuck, if you guys want to say something brief about your guys' experience during the last almost year really with the transition.
Thanks. Yeah, it was incredibly tough, switching from being set on a physical exhibition to switching gears to this virtual exhibition, and I think the team did an amazing job. We came together, and in like 3-4 months we put together, collected all the student work, so shout out to them, and built this amazing website. So thanks to everyone. Congratulations.
We've been working on this for over a year, and it has been very tough to transition, but seeing everyone's reaction tonight and the students made it so great. That's why we do what we do, and that's why 2x8 exists, to honor the students, and I'm just so happy that we can showcase their work in a meaningful way, even in this time. So congratulations.
Thanks so much, Ali and Chuck. Could we get Christina, Adam, Alex, and Sarah?
Hi, everyone. I'm Christina. I just joined the committee this year, and I'm honored to be a part of this because this team has just been great, putting so much work. Super proud of what we have achieved and super happy to see all the students and this exhibition and how it just came together. It's great. Thank you.
Yeah, for me, I think definitely the coolest part is the student work. It's super inspiring and really great, and it's just great that we were able to exhibit and to provide a little bit back in scholarships. Appreciate everything.
Yeah. I don't know if we have Alex Gordon or Sarah Zavala on the line, but if you guys want to jump in, please do. Yeah, perhaps maybe not, but
Daniela, are you on?
I'm on. Hi. Well, thank you to everybody. As everyone has said, it's been a difficult year, difficult transition. I want to specifically thank the faculty that worked with me to make this possible. Thanks for responding to my million emails and just being patient. Thanks to the students who are also incredibly responsive, resubmitting everything that I asked you to resubmit. This couldn't be helpful or wouldn't be possible had you not been as responsive as you were. And thanks to the team for putting it together.
Anisha, are you online? No. I'd like to piggyback off of that and thank Kirill, because I think he single-handedly kind of picked all of us up during all of this. So thank you. You're not going to thank yourself, I know, but
Kirill did a great job.
I'm going to do it for you.
Thank you, Kirill.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, good job,
And
Pearl.
I agree. Thank you, Kirill.
Congratulations to Garrett as well. Fantastic immersive design.
Yeah, I think what we did this year was really amazing for us, and we really hope you guys enjoyed it. It really wouldn't be possible without everyone playing their part. I know we send like a million emails, but we appreciate every response and everyone's participation. We try to hit 100% of the schools. It's not always possible, but the more this year was a really amazing amount. And if anyone is interested, in joining our committee, we're open to all. You can see on the left all the different subcommittees. You don't need to be an architect. You could help out with media. You can help out with sponsorships, web development, our outreach to schools. We really want to promote that anyone can join this. And I think it's a great experience to meet people and work outside of your own respective firms. I'm very grateful for the people I've met, and hopefully you'll want to join us one day.
Yeah.
So
And
lastly,
yep. Yeah, go for it, Chuck.
So lastly, before you guys all leave us, I want to say that we have 2 more amazing and free events that you can join us for next 2 weeks. In a week from today, we have the Right to Housing, which is a panel with Eileen Winderman, Angela Brooks, Barry Malofsky, Dana Cuff, Ian Dickinson, and Luciana Varkolja, who will be talking to us about the effects of COVID-19 on housing inclusivity. And so we're super excited about this this A-list of the panelists. And our second event is titled Dismantling Systemic Racism in Pedagogy. And this will be 2 weeks from today. And this event will serve as a public forum for 9 local architecture programs to share with us and their communities how they'll contribute in the efforts to dismantle systemic racism. So this event will be moderated by the established Josh Foster, and we're very proud to have distinguished guest Bradford Grant, professor at Howard University. So both of these events start at 6 p.m. and please register at tobyte.org. The links will be in the chat for the next couple minutes. Thank you again and have a wonderful evening, everyone.
I see one raised hand. Luciana, do you want to unmute?
I just want to say that I have memories of 1 year ago, Tatiana, Chuck,
and Kirill in a cafe in Artist District. And I just want to say that congratulate to all the 2x8 committee members and say that everybody did, right? You guys did it. And we can see, I think to Chuck's comment that it was hard, the transition, I think everybody acknowledged that, but the work is there and it's beautiful. And I just want to say congratulations to all of you guys too.
Thanks, Luciana. Yeah, we've come a long way, guys.
Thank you.
So thank you to everyone. Thank you to you guys watching. Thank you to our sponsors. Thank you to our jury, to AIALA. We could not have put this on without you. All of the committee. Yeah, we're really grateful. Thank you.
And check out 2x8.org for the actual student work, the exhibit.
Yep. Send it to your friends, and if you want to register for the panels, please register for the panels. Click on the panels text button on the left-hand side. Please come to the panels.
Yeah, we've actually never, well, we've had panels before, but I think getting this wide array of people we've never had, so we're really excited for those. Next 2 Thursdays. 2x8.org. It's so short. Can't forget it.
Yeah,
Does anyone
and,
have any questions?
Yeah, feel free to check it out. And yeah, all the student projects are here, so you can see all of your work up here. It's really, truly, I feel grateful that I was able to be a part of this, and it's a lot of work and a lot of wonderful student effort. So it's great to be able to show it off this way.
Feel free to raise your hand if you have a thought or question.
Your Zoom hand.
Yes, or your hand. Well, I can't see all of you, but yeah, Zoom hand. We love to hear any feedback you guys have. Also, we're always trying to expand the program. We did VR last year, and so we've come a long way from that, and how we can implement this virtual platform in further years. I think it's going to be really interesting to see, and any other new developments.
Yeah, and I just wanted to wrap it up by thanking you guys, the committee. You've been terrific. You put up with a lot of challenges and difficulties this year, personally, professionally. This whole messy situation that you were able to manage so beautifully. I want to also thank the staff of the DA Los Angeles for really providing support to all of our committees, the jurors for being so available and so amicable to all the stress of the Zoom review and everything else. The winners, the work of that you guys, both the winners and the students who participate this year, the work is absolutely outstanding, and everybody who joined us tonight. We want to find you again at the next couple of events that this committee put together. They're very meaningful events, wonderful conversations, great panelists you want to hear from. And I think we can just wrap it up. If you have any questions, just go visit 2x8.org. And if you have any questions, please contact us, and stay safe and, be good. Have a good night.
Thanks,
Good night,
everyone.
everybody. Congrats.
Thanks, everyone. Thank you.
Congratulations, everyone. Great work.
Night.
Congratulations.
Huge congratulations.
Great work, everyone. I'm going to end the meeting.
Great job.
Thank you, Karine.
Okay.
Great night.
Thank you, Tibby, also, and thank you, Steve.
You're very welcome.
All of AIALA.
Your committee is awesome, Richter. 2x8, you just did such great work. And congrats to all those students. Really amazing students.
Thank you so much.
Thanks, Tibby. Night, everybody.